Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Bell. Also Robert Covington out there. Towns is out there with Teague. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Towns. Good on the three-point shot. Towns has got the game going here with the first basket for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, this is one of the better catch-and-shoot bigs in the NBA already. Towns doing everything these days.
McConnell kicks to Oladipo. Turner inside, defended by Towns. Sabonis with the bucket.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
Towns against Turner. Towns is doubled. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So here is Indiana. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Back to Warren. Takes the 13-footer. He can't get it to go. And Minnesota now the other way. Okogie. And another three for Minnesota. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. McConnell finds Oladipo. There's the pass to Turner. Covington with the steal. Over to the wing. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Turner against Towns. The teardrop falls in. Towns has got 5 now.
As if he's not tough enough to guard already. Towns with the floater.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots. Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Outside Teague. Okogie. Off the mark and a bad shot there. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for Indiana. 4-point game. From beyond the arc, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Okogie. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Towns, high post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Teague.
And this is Jeff Teague's go-to shot. I mean, he's a deadly three-point shooter who never hesitates.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And Karl Anthony Towns, one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the league, at least top 3 amongst all 7-footers. And his three-point percentage elite as well, over 40%.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Holiday surveying the floor. From outside the arc, hits it from three-point range. And Towns said he'd emulate Kevin Durant as a kid playing on the perimeter at Kentucky. Cal made him play inside, work in the post, and use his size.
So going back to his roots with his three-point shooting, the association experiencing a three-point renaissance, and he really does fit the mold.
Here's Napier. Kicks it to Jang. Higgins outside. Back to Jang. Shot clock at 6. He gets it in there. Jang's got his first points of the game. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. Brogdon against Wiggins. Brogdon with it. 14 feet away. Rebound by Jang.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
Wiggins against Brogdon. Sharge in the corner. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
52 seconds left here in the first quarter. To the paint. McDermott passes to Leaf. And here is Brogdon. And here's McDermott. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Basket counts.
Well, you cannot let a dwindling shot clock affect your rhythm, and Doug McDermott delivers with that shot clock dwindling.
On the wing, Wiggins. He's guarded by Brogdon. Here's Jang. Basket, good. Jang's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, the continued development of Zhang. How about that conversion against pressure?
Outside Holiday. Pass to Leaf. And it's good for 2.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Minnesota on top. They lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. All-star big man Karl Anthony Towns is hungry to maximize his potential.
I want to be the best player who ever played, and I feel that I could do that. I think I have the God-given talent and the God-given abilities to make it happen, and I have total confidence in myself every single day. I wake up that I could be the greatest player who ever played. I know if I continue to put the work ethic in and continue to do all the little things I need to do, I could find myself in that conversation. But, you know, obviously I got to learn every single day and never take no days for granted.
On his coaches, Greg and teammates love hearing them.
And how can you not? I mean, that kind of drive is special. And with his tools and potential, hard to put a ceiling on just how good he can be.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
You just try to keep riding this wave, right? They've been absolutely dominant from three-point territory.
Jeremy Lamb out there with McDermott. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Leaf in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And last summer, Minnesota's front office saying, Doris, they would like the Wolves to lean more on their bench.
It would be nice for Coach Tom Thibodeau to have the luxury of guys coming off the bench that he can trust. You've got to fortify the bench and then trust them to perform.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the Pacers have been a huge surprise since they traded away Paul George. Now, Coach Nate McMillan said, for us, it's about developing that culture and that identity, and we're still doing that. I think we're only starting to scratch the surface. Kevin?
No doubt, David, they've got some promising young players on that team. Thank you. Kept alive. Passes to Jang. Got a piece of it. Taken away by Holiday. Shoots from 14. Minnesota with the rebound. Jang's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And there's the 3-second violation. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Gorgie Dan. Jordan Bell comes in for Sharich. Robert Covington's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Teague in for Napier. Teague against Evans. Pass to Oladipo. Back to Evans. Oladipo outside. 6 to shoot. And here's Warren for 3. Indiana again missing. Minnesota leading by 3. Inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Check out that assist. You can tell a player who's seeing the whole floor very well.
Evans kicks to Sabonis. And there's the pass to Turner. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, you just love how Miles Turner goes right up with it, right? No hesitation, catch and shoot. How about Karl Anthony Towns, guys? At the age of 11, guess how tall he was? 6'3". So it was his goal to develop a complete skill set all the way back then. Boy, how about that? Ahead of the game in terms of the NBA.
Hands it from downtown. He has 5.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Here's Evans. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. And talk about the mindset nowadays. Kids like Towns growing up not content to just play in the paint.
That's exactly right, Kevin. His father would divide their workouts into 2 halves. The first was face-up, dribbling, perimeter shooting. The second half of that workout, the interior, footwork, mic and drills, finishing over either shoulder. Boy, that's a pretty smart dad.
Oladipo taking his time here. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Covington kicks to Towns. Poke loose. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And some changes here for the Pacers. Sumner's checked in. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Tyreke Evans. .156 left here in the second. Just 5 to shoot. Covington dishes to Teague. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Teague's got 6.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Layman's checked in. On defense, Minnesota. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Turner. Rebound, Minnesota. We've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. Feeds to Towns. That one drops for him. And now a 9-point Minnesota lead.
I think the one constant with Tom Thibodeau is you can always hear his voice the entire game. Doesn't matter if you're up 20 or down 20, you will hear Tom Thibodeau on the sideline. Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Well, I think they're getting quality shots, and it's thanks to how aggressive they have been in this half.
McConnell finds Turner, shoots over Towns. The shot by Turner no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's Layman. He's covered by Warren. Layman pass to Teague. 5 on the clock. Over McConnell. Here's Towns. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns can be a 20 and 10 guy consistently. This guy is a workhorse on the glass.
Warren kicks to McConnell. Launches a 3, and that's not going to go. And so we wrap up the first half. Timberwolves lead by 11. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, what do you like about the way the team's playing so far?
We're competitive right now. We're going after it. Every possession, we're going hard.
We'll see if that continues in the second half, Andrew. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. They played a determined brand of basketball in the second quarter and began to pull away as we reached the half. That 11-point lead must be looking good to them right now. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
Well, they're getting higher percentage looks, good game planning. The ball is moving around. Guys aren't pulling the trigger at the first thing they see. They are definitely staying disciplined. That's a big part of what has them having the lead at the halftime.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Downtown Indianapolis glowing in the distance as we welcome you back to the action here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
I think you can look to specifically the patience and the shot creation. Really solid effort.
Doris, look in your crystal ball. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the 2-3 best players in the NBA?
Well, certainly some of the names. I won't say this is a definitive list, but as long as health holds, I'm going to give you 3 men who are going to be bad men in the NBA for a long time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, because the Greek freak is able at his size to handle it, take it off the window, and dominate action in transition. If he gets a consistent jump shot, forget about it. Ben Simmons, exactly the same thing. His passing ability is extraordinary. I think you'll see him get a low post game, and I think he'll get a jump shot, and he will be unguardable. And one of my absolute favorites is Mr. Joel Embiid. Give it to you inside, give it to you outside. Mr. Embiid can handle it. He can dominate with his defense. Those 3 men are going to be all-stars for a long, long time.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Towns is out there with Bell. Then there's Teague. Then it's Robert Covington. And the rejection by Towns. And Turner kicks to Warren. 3 on the clock. Shoots over Covington. And the shot by Warren, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
To the left wing. Here's Teague. Oh, that's blocked.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Covington with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
McConnell finds Oladipo. Back to McConnell. Oladipo outside. 6 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, you can tell that over time, Oladipo has gained more and more confidence in his scoring ability, especially that close to the 10.
Towns, the pass to Covington. He feeds it to Bell. Sabonis grabs the board.
And look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
Now, here's McConnell. T covering. Teardrop shot. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from McConnell.
And even with the height disadvantage, he finds a way to convert.
Boy, you got to appreciate how confident he was in that instance. He doesn't allow the taller defender to stop him. He's saying, I'll take you on right now.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. It's not often that you can land a franchise player via trade, but that's what the Pacers were able to do with Victor Oladipo.
And now the question becomes for Indiana, how do you build around Victor Oladipo, right? The front office has done a great job the last few seasons collecting talent. They continue to add shooting on the perimeter to help space the floor, and now you're starting to see some inside scoring threats develop. This is an interesting organization.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Napier kicks to Saric. And there's the feed to Jang. From down in the low post, it goes. Zhang's got 6 points.
Well, the thought was Zhang would never be much of a scorer, but I think he's changing people's minds.
Poked away, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. McDermott's checked in for Turner. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pacers trail by 13. To the inside. It's stolen by Saric. And slam dunk by Saric.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
He gets that one.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
Well, a case where he dominates in close, but Wiggins so versatile on offense.
Holiday, the pass to Leaf. Now here's Lamb. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one, and good that time. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. He has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
Boy, the assist just put on time and on target. Easy shot opportunity.
Back to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Jang. Zhang's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And they're pushing it up. Outside Holiday. .106 left to play in the third. No good there. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Wiggins against Brogdon. Pass to Napier. Lock at 6. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Timberwolves keep it alive, and he gets the bucket. Zhang's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, you can't afford to let Gorgui Zhang float around on the offensive glass. He's going to find a way to hurt you.
Brogdon against Wiggins. Brogdon kicks to Leaf. Sinks that one from the post. Leaf's got 8.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Here's Napier. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Passes it to Wiggins. Shoots over Brogdon. Off target from the baseline. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Sabonis and Turner inside. Oladipo is out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Warren in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Teague left side. Turner with the steal. Now here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Oladipo. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Oladipo's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Pacers. Okogie, guarded by Oladipo. The rebound by Turner.
Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped all over him.
Oladipo outside. Down low. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. That's now 8 points for Victor Oladipo. In the past, it has been suggested, Doris, that up-tempo teams couldn't maintain that style and then go on to win the playoffs. Is that an outdated theory and thought process?
Well, I think it is always contingent on the team, Kevin. You think back to the Lakers Showtime era when the reality is those were up-tempo, Showtime type teams, right? They could sustain it. But I think the fact of the matter is the teams that sustain success are the ones that can play in virtually any style. Can they play up-tempo if you allow them? Certainly. But when the game slows, particularly in the playoffs and the postseason, can you execute in the half court? Because you've got to be able to play both ways, I think, to win in the modern NBA.
Outside Turner takes the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Teague deciding where to go with it. He kicks to Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, finishing with confidence. Wiggins getting a great understanding for this game.
Timeout called the Pacers. And you look at Jeff Teague, now with a decade in the league out of Wake Forest. Greg, what does he bring to the table aside from the fact that he's been in the playoffs every single year of his career?
Yeah, I mean, he's an explosive slasher and really has grown as a playmaker. Not a star, but a quality starting point guard.
Go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our efforts. Kevin will see if they have enough to get it done.
And the foul on Jordan Bell. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Victor Oladipo with huge improvement in his game, Doris, last season.
What an incredible leap this young man took. His efficiency was up across the board. He was better from three-point territory. He proved, Kevin, he could carry an offense. I mean, this guy is a legit star in the NBA now.
The free throw drops for Oladipo.
Well, the Timberwolves last year finally broke through that 14-year playoff drought, but they made it very clear that's not enough. This is a team with much bigger aspirations.
Oladipo hits them both. And the Timberwolves, Doris, plan to be aggressive, getting bounced in the first round. Not going to satisfy them.
They've made it clear they want deep playoff runs and a chance to compete for titles. To do that, they understand they'll need to get a lot better.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
McConnell finds Oladipo. Back to McConnell. Oladipo outside. Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And McConnell gets it to go.
Well, Victor Oladipo improving in just about every aspect of the game. Pretty pass.
Outside, Towns. Dishes it to Wiggins. Timberwolves passing it around. Count it. That's now 8 points for Jeff Teague.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. Can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
And he makes the first. And for Oladipo, Greg, there wasn't just one moment that gave him that push.
I mean, his development was less of having a eureka moment and more of everything just coming together. Has always had the strong athleticism, has refined his shot to make the most of it. And while it took him some time, he's now the player everyone hoped he'd be when he was the second overall pick.
Here's Towns. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 8 rebounds in this game. To the middle. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from McConnell. And Teague's got the ball here for Minnesota. 17 points was their biggest margin. Kicks it to Towns. Over Turner. And it's Towns missing.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance for mid-range.
Here's Oladipo. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
The combination of sheer muscle and speed of Victor Oladipo. You can't stop this guy. So excellent at finishing over aggressive defense.
.133 left in the fourth quarter. T kicks to Towns. And that time, also a missed shot. Pacers trail by 5. Oladipo goes in. Sabonis, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
They've got to be willing to step up. And when it's this close, you just can't let them get easy buckets. Make them feel you a bit.
Okogie, guarded by Oladipo. High arcing shot, and the rejection by Towns.
A terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're up by 1. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And the decision-making tonight has just been outstanding. If the shot hasn't been there for him, he's just kept the ball moving. And that patience is how he's gotten his field goal percentage to almost 60 here tonight.
To the middle. And again, unable to change momentum here. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here's Oladipo. Defense is right there. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
And Kevin, this is why Teague is such a valuable player. You know, he's a solid shooter from anywhere, so he's able to space the defense. He can, with his handle, get inside the paint. There's a lot to like about Jeff Teague.
And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 17 seconds left in the game. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Oladipo outside. There's the pass to McConnell. Over Teague. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time.